Good evening and welcome to MSU Inside Out. I'm your host, Sadie Lynn.
And I'm Dalton Davis, guys. We have some sweet content for you coming today, as well as an interview some updates on MSU sports, Intramural Sports update, as well as a food review at Hostfest, and Alex bringing a book review on Percy Jackson this week.
Speaking of food, happy National Pasta Day. My favorite pasta is spaghetti. What about you, Dalton?
I'm mac and cheese. I'm pretty lame. Tayton, there's an etiquette lunch coming up. You think they can teach me how to eat mac and cheese the right way?
Oh yeah, for sure, Dalton. MSU Career Services will host their annual etiquette lunch next Thursday at 12:30 in the Student Center Conference Center. This gives MSU students the opportunity to learn the art of dining for business meetings or job interviews that may be conducted with a meal. The event is open and free to all current MSU students. Professional dress is encouraged, seating is limited, and registration closes tonight. Minot State continues to see a slight enrollment boost over the past couple of semesters. The university reports a 0.4% increase in student enrollment for the start of the fall semester. That equates to around 10 students more than this time last year and 15 students up from the spring semester. The total enrollment number sits now around 2,700 students. Minot State University is set to host Grammy-nominated duo Laura Strickling and Daniel Schoenberg, and they will host a masterclass with Minot State University vocal students tomorrow at 4 p.m. in Anne Nicole Nelson Hall. The event is part of the Western Plains Opera Company American Song Revolution, a journey through American song concert set for Sunday at 4 p.m. Both the masterclass and opera concert are free and open to the public. There will also be a free will offering accepted at the Sunday performance. Strickling and Schoenberg will present world premieres and favorites from their landmark 40 at 40 song commissioning project. Midterm grades will become available for students beginning Monday afternoon. To view your midterm grades, log into Campus Connection and click the Academic Records tab. Sadie, Dalton, feels like we just started a couple weeks ago, but we're already halfway through the semester.
Yeah, we're already on our 4th episode of Inside Out. With that being said, we're going to kick it to Alex. She's got a new series of book reviews. Alex has more with Percy Jackson.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's book review. And today we're going to talk about a new book series. And this book series is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So this book series is a YA book series. However, if you're just getting into reading or just getting back into reading after not reading for a long time, this book series is a great book series for you. It is such a quick read. The font is nice and big, but it has absolutely a great storyline and amazing character arcs. It is seriously one of my best book series that I've ever read. There are also 2 other book series related to Percy Jackson and the Olympians. These 2 book series talk about not the Greek gods like Percy Jackson, but the Roman gods. And then the other book series talks about the Norse gods. Both of these other book series are great series to get back into reading. So we'll talk about those next week. Bye. Bye.
Alex, thanks for that book review on Percy Jackson. A club on campus that many people might not know is MSU's trap shooting team. Newly formed, I'm joined with the man behind the club's creation, Lane Evanson. Lane, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Lane, we've talked about, before we came on the show, about what trap shooting is. Can you explain to the viewers at home what it is for those that might not know?
Right. So trap shooting is a sport where you shoot at 25 targets with a shotgun. You are given, like I said, the 25 targets, but you switch stations every 5 targets. Your score will then be tallied between all the shots that you hit. And we do competitions for trap shooting. Out of the 25, we do 2 of them, so we do out of 50 targets.
Okay, so with that, how do you, you're the president of the club.
Right.
What makes you credible, and what is your experience as far as trap shooting goes?
So I've started trap shooting in 8th grade. I've been shooting ever since. It's kind of been my whole life. Shot spring, summer, fall, even shot sometimes in the snow. I mean, it's everything to me. I travel around the country sometimes shooting. I've traveled out to Michigan, traveled out to Wisconsin to go shoot at shoots. I've been shooting, like I said, ever since 8th grade, and I've shot in high school. I've shot in trap shooting, the Amateur Trap Shooting Association. So yeah, I feel like I'm credible because I shoot a lot. I know what I'm doing. I've been tossed around the ring quite a bit. So
nice. What made you want to start the club on campus last semester?
I just wanted to give not only me but students an opportunity to continue shooting if they wanted to. I know there was a lot of collegiate teams out there, so adding another one to the ring so that we can further show what we're capable of. Because I also know there's a lot of good shooters in the Minot area. Every time we go down to state in North Dakota, I mean, the Minot area shooters are some of the best ones. So keeping that tradition where Minot's the best, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. What if someone joins the club? What would a practice or a competition might look like?
Yeah, so we meet up at the gun club. Right now, we meet up at Sundays up at the Minot Gun Club, and we'll shoot 50 rounds for the week. This will be tallied weekly over the course of 6 weeks. The first week is your reserve. The rest of them count towards a competition where you are in a league score with many other schools around the country. So on top of that, we also go to competitions inside where we will, inside the state of North Dakota, where we'll go to like Fargo, Bismarck. We've been to Jamestown last year. But it's really just the tip of the iceberg what we're doing. We're looking at even going to nationals here next year. So
talk about with nationals, what is your goal for the future of the club?
I think our goal is to, like I said, just improve ourselves as shooters and also improve ourselves in the community. We just really want to, like I said, continue the tradition of good shooters in Minot, and we can definitely do that. So that's kind of my ambition, is to not only introduce ourselves to the community, but go out and do our best in competitions.
If someone wants to join, how can they reach out to you?
Well, you can reach out to me. You can email me, lane.evanson@ndus.edu. My phone number is 701-340-6796. You can also email our advisor, Paul Brecky, paulbrecky@ndus.edu. He can lead you in the right direction as well.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me today, Lane.
Awesome.
Guys, we're going to kick it to a quick underwriting break before we got Zoe with sports afterwards.
Minot State's small enough that you get to experience a lot of good things. To get into radio right away, TV right away, work as a director, a producer, or a talent on the show. It's really fun to be involved doing all those things. We've got the new technical equipment. Everything you work with here, for the most part, is going to be out there in the real world. Neil Roberts is a great mentor. He has been seasoned in TV and radio and able to bring that experience to the classroom, and he's personable. He has a passion for it, and he wants everyone else to share that passion as well. I'm the director and producer of Inside Out. I work with a lot of different people and make sure that everyone's satisfied and everybody's working together to make communication what it is. Over this semester, everybody's worked together and found this rhythm with each other, and it all just comes together. It makes a really nice finished product.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out.
Zoe's got some new information on Minot State sports, but you also got a shout out too, Zoe.
I do. I want to give a shout out to my little brother back home in Texas. He did win defensive MVP for this past week. But starting off, we're going to get into sports. The Minot State women's hockey team has continued their winning streak over Jamestown. The Beavers skated away with 2 wins this past weekend. On Friday, the Beavers won 5-1. Paige Kozak scored the first of the 2 goals of the night. Following, team captain McKenna Beard got her first goal of the season. 2 more goals came from Chrissy Rink and Addison Dyke. On Saturday night, the Beavers came out with a comeback of 3-2. Tori Bear scored the first goal of the game in the second period, with the Jimmies scoring 2 goals and the Beavers scoring none. Going into the third period, Abby Tallman scored her 4th goal of the season, and the game ended up going into overtime. Overtime was scoreless on both ends, and the game ended up in a shootout. Haley Beaver made 5 scoreless saves while the Jimmies fell on the 5th round, Abby Tallman scoring the winning goal of the game. Swinging the ball over to the golf team, they finished their fall season this past week at the USF Invitational. The men's golf team tied for 3rd with the University of Minnesota Crookston. Leading the drive was Jace Carlill, who made his way from 24th place to tying for 4th, shooting 144. The women's golf team finished their Invitational in 7th place. Leading the women's side was Lauren Keller, who shot a total of 164. Keller tied for 24th overall. We're excited to see what they can do for this upcoming spring season. Skating over to the Mesa, the men's hockey is back for their home opener at the Pepsi Rink on Friday. The Beavers are playing against number 4 Ohio University Bobcats. It's Defend the Pepsi Rink night. Puck drop is at 7:30. The first 1,000 people to the rink will receive a free t-shirt Saturday night as the Beavers will take on the Bobcats again at 7:30. We hope to see you guys there. Passing it over to volleyball, Minot State is in Mandan tonight to face off the University of Mary this evening. Their game is at 6 p.m. tonight. To tune into the game, it's available on the NSIC network. Speaking of volleyball, Intramural has started officially, and Zoe Wieshaar has more on that story.
The Minot State Wellness Center promotes a holistic approach to wellness and healthy living on campus. One of the many things the wellness offers is Intramural Sports. Student and staff member Malin Sanders talks about what intramurals bring to MSU.
Intramurals bring a fun and competitive environment to Minot State. You can play if you're good or bad, and volleyball is a big hit here.
There are many different sports offered for intramurals. Student and intramural manager Zoe Homeniuk talks about the benefits of joining a team.
Intramurals is also a great way to meet people. All of students on campus, faculty, and staff are allowed to play, and so it just gets everyone involved and it's super fun.
There is volleyball, basketball, flag football, dodgeball, and so much more to choose from. For more information on how to sign up for an intramural sport, visit minotstateu.edu/wellness. This is Zoe reporting for KMSU TV.
Thank you, Zoe, for putting together that package. Our intramural volleyball team is currently 2-0, and we want to give credit to our MVP and professional communications professor, Dr. Olivia Reed. All right, guys, have you guys ever played in any intramural sports?
Yeah, I've played, I don't know if you remember, Zoe, but we won yesterday.
Yes,
let's go.
Dalton is on my team.
Yeah. And speaking of intramurals, guys, we're going to leave that as our comment of the day. If any of you guys want to see some new intramural sports on campus, leave that in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate that. We're at 230-some subscribers, and our goal is 400 by the end of the semester. So, guys, try and make that happen. Tell your mom about us. Tell her to subscribe. Get us the likes and get us to our goal. With that being said, Sadie?
If you did not visit Hostfest this year, here's Maddie on Hostfest food.
The Norsk Hostfest is the largest Scandinavian festival in North America, and it all happens right here in Minot. I came to see what the festival is like, but especially to check out some amazing cultural foods, so let's see what we can find.
Hi, I'm Sam Clayton with Big Lost Meadery, one of the owners of my brother-in-law over here, Bob. We make mead, which is fermented honey out of Gillette, Wyoming. We're here at the Hostfest, and we take honey, we turn it out, to create a very unique and ancient style of drink.
Sam let me sample the mead, and it was too good to pass up, so I actually ended up purchasing a whole bottle. Pride Dairy was named North Dakota's best ice cream, and we found a stand selling Pride Dairy ice cream sandwiches with Dutch stroop waffles. My friend Margaret is a huge ice cream lover, so she had to try it.
My name's Travis Anderson, and we are serving rice pudding, and it's due to our Swedish roots that we have. It's supposed to be a Swedish recipe. Also, we are serving some cinnamon bread.
Okay, so this is an open-faced sandwich, and it's very normal in Scandinavian countries to eat open-faced sandwiches, but it's smeared bread. So what they normally do is put butter on it, put some butter, and then they'll layer it with things. So in the morning you do butter, then you do jam, and then you do cheese, and then if you have some kind of meats and stuff. So that's how in the mornings you eat. And in the afternoons you do like an egg salad. Like this egg salad's got cucumbers, radishes, egg, and then slices of green apple, red onion, and then chives and stuff on top of it. So it's very flavorful.
So this is the Westland's Lefse with the sweet almond creams. It is more of a breakfast type food. It's very sweet. It's not like the potato lefse that more people are familiar with. But this is what a lot of Norwegians just have for breakfast in the morning. So, or with the fika, with coffee.
I got to see so many incredible cultural displays at the Norsk Hostfest, and I tried unique foods that showcase Scandinavian flavors. I definitely recommend checking out the festival next fall and trying any dishes that catch your eye.
Thank you for that story, Maddie. Minot State has over 20 resident assistants this year, and joining me now is one of those resident assistants, Rex Keltner. Rex, thank you for coming on MSU Inside Out.
Oh, thank you so much, Sadie, for having me. It is such a privilege to be able to sit here and talk with you today.
Of course, of course. So, Rex, can you tell me a little bit about your experience with being an RA?
Well, this is my first time ever being an RA. I remember about last semester when I first put up posters all around campus saying, like, if you want to be an RA, like, here's the form to sign. And I remember just being like, I feel like I would do a good job at, like, making events and getting to know people and helping them feel comfortable about really just living and being seen at Minot State. So, yeah.
So have you always wanted to be an RA, or was this just like a quick decision that you made last semester?
This was just kind of like an out-of-the-blue kind of thing. Like, I had never even considered it before I saw a poster for it. And then I was talking with some of my friends, and they were like, "Oh, are you thinking about like signing up to be an RA? Like, you get free housing. Like, that would be really awesome." And so the more I thought about it, I'd be like, I think I would do a good job at doing that.
Yeah, and I'm aware that you are the 5th floor RA of Lura Manor. How many students do you manage?
I believe there are about 29 to 30 people on my floor. Yeah.
What are some of the duties that being an RA entails?
Well, mainly you have to carry a duty phone. So each day, like, a different RA will have the duty phone. It's mostly used for lockouts. So when residents close their door and they don't have their key, then they call, "Rex, can you, like, please come and unlock the door for me?" And then I'm just like, okay, yep, I'll be there in a little. And so that's usually what it is. Sometimes there's other special cases, but usually it's not anything too bad.
What do you actually enjoy the most about being an RA?
I would say that the thing that I enjoy the most about being an RA is the community. I would say just getting the opportunity to really get to know different people that are on my floor, different people at Minot State, people, incoming freshmen that are just starting to kind of acclimate to college life, getting to have their own responsibility and getting the opportunity to really just guide them in that, while also providing encouragement, encouraging them to go to events like MSU Life or stuff like that.
Do you plan on being an RA for the next couple of years until you graduate?
We will see. Since this is my first year, I don't think I've seen everything under the sun that entails being an RA. But come mid-spring semester upcoming, we'll see if I'm ready to apply again.
And you mentioned activities. So when I used to live in the dorms, I remember going to a lot of the activities that the RA had planned for us. What are some of the activities that you have planned?
Well, the biggest one that I'm looking forward to the most is I'm a big fan of Big Brother, like the TV show, the reality show. And so I am planning a Big Brother event for my residents and just other people on campus that want to sign up and play. They'll play games, they'll nominate each other, they'll vote for each other, and then there'll be prizes, and I'm just very excited for that.
And is this open to all students or just resident students?
It is open for all students at MSU. So whether you're living in the residence halls or you're off campus, there's a spot for everybody.
And when is the deadline to sign up for Big Brother?
The deadline is actually October 18th.
So tomorrow.
Yeah, October 18th at 5 p.m.
Yeah. And then when's the actual date of the event?
That will be Monday, October 28th.
Yeah, that's really exciting. So make sure if you're interested in the Big Brother events that you sign up by tomorrow. And yeah, just be ready October 28th for this amazing Big Brother event. Thank you, Rex, for coming on the show today.
Thank you. It was so great.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee recently announced the winners of the 2024 Nobel Awards. Here's Godwin Great with more on the story.
This week's international news comes from Europe, where the Norwegian Nobel Committee announced the 2024 Nobel Awards. The announcement lasted 1 week, starting on October 7th and ending on October 14th. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine goes to Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun for the discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. The Nobel Prize in Physics goes to John J. Hopfield and Geoffrey E. Hinton for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry goes to David Baker for computational protein design, as well as Damis Hassabis and John M. Jumper for protein structure prediction. The Nobel Prize in Literature goes to Han Kang for her intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life. The Nobel Peace Prize goes to Japanese anti-nuclear weapon organization Nihon Idankyo. The Severidge Rees Bank Prize in Economic Science goes to Darren Asimoglu, Simon Johnson, and James Hay Robinson for studies of how institutions are formed and affect prosperity. Godwin Great, KMSU International News Correspondent.
Thank you for that story, Paul.
Guys, we're going to kick it to a quick underwriting break, but afterwards we're going to have a new segment with Sadie's Photo of the Week, so stay tuned. welcome back, guys. We have a brand new segment, Sadie's Photo of the Week. Sadie, take it away.
So yeah, we're starting a new series this week called Sadie's Photo of the Week, and this week my photograph is charred. So charred is a picture of chairs from the burnt down bowling alley in Harvey, North Dakota. And I photographed this picture in early September of 2023. So the significance of these chairs to me is that those chairs were stacked exactly the same way as they were in the building before the building burnt down. And I remember them being stacked that way when I used to go to this bowling alley when I was a kid. Growing up in Drake, there wasn't a bowling alley nearby because Minot's 45 minutes away. So the nearest bowling alley was in Harvey. So if we wanted to go bowling, we'd have to go to Harvey. And yeah, so yeah.
When did you take that photo? That was last year?
It was last year. So I took it about 5 days after the bowling alley had burnt down. So it would have been, pretty early in September of last year.
Did you enter that photo into any competitions or anything?
I did. So I actually entered this photo into the Jury and Student Show back in February, and it got accepted to be part of the show. It didn't win any awards, unfortunately, but just being a part of the show means a lot because there were so many talented artists this year, and every year there's always so many great artists, and just having my artwork be displayed among so many talented people, it meant a lot to me.
How do viewers at home find your photography?
So yeah, if you are interested in seeing more of my artwork and more of my photos and more of this series that I've done, because there are more pictures per this series, you can follow me on Instagram at sadie.png, and you can also add me on Facebook at Sadie Lynn.
Thank you, Sadie. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this brand new segment. We're going to try and come out with some more segments like this, so stay tuned for more Sadie's Photo of the Week. With that being said, we're going to wrap up the show right now. We had an awesome guest today as far as Lane, the president of MSU Trap Team, and
residential assistant Rex Keltner.
We want to give them a special shout out. They were great interviewees today. We want to shout out next week. We're going to be at 5 p.m. again, MSU Inside Out. On Monday, we're going to have Inside the Dam. That will be live by 3 o'clock, I believe. So check that out on Monday. We're not going to have a Saturday showdown this weekend because the football team is away. But we also want to shout out our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're only on those 3 platforms. But guys, go look at our Facebook. Give us a follow there. Go look at our Instagram. Give us a follow there. We're going to be coming out with a bunch of new reels and shorts as far as like behind the scenes footage, events that might be coming up as far as MSU. And we just want to put out cool content there. So find us there. Tell your friends about us and let them know that we're on all our socials as well because we want to get our platform going. We want to get more campus news as far as Minot State goes. So follow us over there. And guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Leave the comment of the day as far as your intramurals, which intramurals you want to see on campus next year or next semester. And we'll be back here 5 p.m. on Thursday next week. This has been MSU Inside Out.
Are you sweating? Didn't you use Old Spice? Of course I did. Don't lie to me. It says right here.